Anyways, wait, this is actually fantastic. Wow. I have thought you were married this whole time. Like, you're newly engaged, and I'm like, congratulations. But I was like, what? Anytime you send me videos of like drinking with your man or like you're on vacation, first of all, I'm like, I want your life. And then like, I've thought you were married this whole time.
Yes, you know what's funny?
They were like, oh, she got engaged. I was like, to another person? Or like, is she divorced? Like, why, what?
You know what, Joel, I met Joel like randomly at a book signing one day, like 6 years ago, and it was one of those crazy nights that you're so happy you went out. We started dating, and a few years in, all I was thinking about was having kids, and I couldn't push it away. And when I asked him, and I brought this up, I said, I can't push it away anymore. I said, I have to ask you this important question. I said, will you explore adoption with me? And literally without blinking, without pausing, he looked at me and he said, yes, yes, yes.
Him.
So I already knew he loved me that much. So I kind of didn't care about the married part. I was like, okay, well, we're in love, we have 2 kids, like, who cares? It did matter to him, I think, a lot.
Yeah.
And one day we were at the beach, and it was just the 2 of us having a mom and dad trip, and he started giving
I love mom and dad trips.
We were having tequila and churros. We were in Mexico.
Girl.
I was like, I'm so happy.
I love an adult trip.
And he was kind of giving a little like love speech, which he does sometimes, like, let's talk about where we are. And I love when he does that. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. And I had another tequila and was like licking the, and then he was like, and he goes, I really have something important that I'd like to say. I said, yes, I love all of your talks about love, yes. And I was
like slightly hammered.
I was so happy.
You're like, yes, I love us.
And then he kicked the chair out and he got on a knee. And he was crying and I was crying and I didn't even, he goes, did you say yes? I said, did you ask? Like I couldn't, it was too much. There was but anyway, and in that moment, I thought I'd feel like I did the day before because I already loved him. But I had no idea how profound saying something out loud is. Like that.
And telling other people. There's something to that as well. Because I was like you. Well, first of all, my mom is still shocked that I'm married and have children. So I just didn't think that was going to happen. But it's just one of those things that, you know, it didn't matter to me as much as it mattered to my husband. He had kids, and he was like, you know, and he thought, I don't know, I think it's important, you know, and I was like, oh, I'm cool with it. And then he, you know, popped the question one day. But once it does happen, you're like, oh, no, that is different. It's different than just being together and in love. It's a really cool declaration in front of everyone. And, you know, just a real, like, no, hell no, stay away from my man, you know? It's a nice thing, a ring. I will not stop talking until you subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's right, and I can talk a lot. Seriously, not gonna stop. Yep, still here, not going anywhere. I see you. Don't walk away from this.